I'm Caitlin, 32, standing at the podium of the Portland Arts Center, accepting the Community Leadership Award. I'm surrounded by an audience that genuinely celebrates my success. There are no empty seats, no phantom family members I long for. Every person here sees me for who I am, and it's a feeling I've never truly known before. 2 years ago, I was a different person. I was constantly chasing the approval of my parents, who always seemed more interested in my brother Leo's life. Leo, 2 years younger than me, was the golden child. He was involved in high-profile business deals, and my parents, Robert and Linda, were always there to support him. My big day, my wedding, was a turning point. I remember standing alone in the bridal suite at the Columbia Gorge Winery, looking at myself in the full-length mirror. My wedding dress was perfect, and my makeup was flawless. But I kept checking my phone, hoping for a message from my parents or Leo. There was nothing. The wedding planner, Lisa, knocked on the door and gently asked if I was ready. Looking out at the guests through the window, I saw 3 empty seats in the front row, like silent accusations. I knew they weren't coming, but I took a deep breath and walked down the aisle alone, with the sympathetic gazes of the guests making my skin crawl. When I reached my husband, Jake, his warm hands held mine, and he whispered, "We're enough." In that moment, I was transported back to my childhood. I remembered showing my parents my science fair award, only to have them barely glance at it while they were busy organizing Leo's football trophies. After the wedding, I focused on my career. I built my own tech startup, Starlight Studios, from the ground up. 5 years of hard work and 2 years of negotiation later, I sold it for $21 million. My team was ecstatic, but while we were celebrating, I saw a post on Instagram from Leo. There were my parents, smiling brightly beside Leo, his wife Sophia, and their twin daughters at a fancy private school event. It hit me then that my parents had been quietly funding Leo's lavish lifestyle with their retirement savings. Meanwhile, my $21 million acquisition didn't even merit a simple congratulations from them. I decided to buy a luxury Tesla Model S, not for their approval, but to prove to myself that I didn't need their validation. A few days after I posted a picture of the car on Instagram, my mom called, saying we needed to have a family meeting. The next day, I drove to my childhood home in my new car. As I parked in the circular driveway, I remembered all the times I'd felt invisible to my family. When I walked in, my dad simply said, "You've done well for yourself," without any real warmth. They sat me down at the dining room table and revealed that Leo was facing foreclosure on his house, and the twins' private school tuition was unpaid. They slid a loan document across the table, expecting me to help. I calmly asked them where they were at my wedding. Their excuses were the same old dismissive ones. I realized then that they only saw me as a source of money. I reached into my briefcase and pulled out a document instead of a checkbook. It was the announcement for the Dr. Miller STEM Scholarship Foundation, named after my high school science teacher who always believed in me. I was donating $16 million to create opportunities for young girls in STEM fields. My family was shocked and angry. Leo called me selfish, but I knew I was doing the right thing. I was helping girls who, like me, had never received the support they deserved. After that, my family tried to manipulate me. They sent me guilt-tripping messages, called my business associates, and even had Leo's daughters send me handmade cards. But I stood my ground. I set clear boundaries, telling them that all communication regarding family matters had to go through my attorney. The community rallied around my foundation. The Portland Business Journal interviewed me, and the article highlighted the contrast between my self-made success and my family's sense of entitlement. 2 weeks later, I received the Business Leadership Award. My parents' retirement plans were in shambles, Leo's family was facing financial difficulties, and the twins would transfer to public school. Meanwhile, my foundation was thriving, and I was surrounded by a chosen family of friends, colleagues, and mentors who truly saw and supported me. Now, as I look back on this journey, I know that family isn't defined by blood. It's about who stands by you, believes in you, and helps you grow. I've finally found my place, and I'm ready to continue making a difference in the lives of others.